Hello everyone and welcome to the Complete Python Programming course. In this video, we will talk about multidimensional lists and dictionaries. This video is part of the beginner tutorial. This topic can be confusing for some people, so don't be discouraged and practice as much as you can. Let's get started. Let's create a dictionary of movies and add some movies to start with. The Godfather and starring Al Pacino. Fight Club starring Edward Norton. The Matrix starring Keanu Reeves. Inception starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Seven starring Brad Pitt. And finally The Devil's Advocate starring Keanu Reeves. Now, notice that The Devil's Advocate requires apostrophe here. You can solve that in two different ways. You can change these into double quotes, where you can add a single quote inside it, or you can leave it as single quote, and you can escape the single quote inside. To make that easy, because this topic is about something else, let's just assume that the movie name is like that. This is a list of movies. Let's print that. Print movies. Python 3 main.py. And Python printed my movies to the screen. Notice that each of my movies is a movie, and the key is the movie, and an actor name is the value. I can loop my dictionary for movie in movies, print movie. And this will print the key for each one of my dictionaries. If we want to access the values, we can go here and add items, and we'll just change that to key value, and we can print the key and value. Let's print that to see how it looks like. And it printed The Godfather, Al Pacino, Fight Club, Edward Norton, etc., etc. Now, how about adding more actors to each movie? Let's try that. A dictionary value is not restricted to strings or numbers. It can be anything. In this case, I need 2 actors for each movie. I could easily convert this to a list. The value, the key, will be the name of the movie, and the value will be a list of the actors. Let's add the actors. James Caan. And we need list for each one of these. So let's put that here. And let's add also 2 actors for each movie to have some data to work with. Edward Norton, let's add also Brad Pitt. Keanu Reeves, and Here we go. Weaving, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Ellen Page, Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. And in the last movie, let's add Al Pacino. Let's get rid of the list of the for loop, and let's see how we can access our movies. Print, or let's do it like movie. Let's call it my movie equals movies and The Godfather. This should return the value of The Godfather. Let's see what we have in the value. And print my movie. Run our code. And Python printed Al Pacino and James Caan. This is a list. Let's print the type of the returned value. And this is a Python list as the movie value for The Godfather. Now, if it's a list, I can easily access its indices using the brackets. My movie 0 should return me the value at index 0 in my list. My movie is this. This is the list of actors, and let's try to run that and see what Python says. This is all straightforward. It returned Al Pacino. At index 1, it will return James Caan because James Caan is at index 1. If I have my movie, and here my movie is a list, what I can do here, take this value and put it here. My movie, The Godfather, and 1 should return James Caan. Let's try to print that. Notice that all I did was taking it from here and putting it at the end. Let's print that. My movie, and it printed James Caan. I can do the same for any movie. That's straightforward. Instead of having a string as always in this tutorial, we just have a list as the value, and the list we interacted with it as any other list by accessing by indices. Here we just added it right after this because this is a list. Let's see what we can do with that. Let's have a for loop for movie. In movies, we have the actors as a list. Let's try to print all actors, actor to find, and let's try to see all movies by Al Pacino. For movie in movies, we need the movie name and the movie actors for, let's make it meaningful, for movie and actors in movies, items, print movie will return the movie name. Print actors will return the movie actors. But I want only the movies that has Al Pacino. Let's try that. Now, actors is a list. How do we search the list? We need to loop it to search each item. For actor in actors, notice that actors here is a list, and I'm looping it the same as any other list. If actor equals actor to find, print movie. No, that's not a string, that's just the name of the movie. Movie is the name of the movie, actors is the list of actors, and I'm looping the list and printing any movie where the actor matches my variable. Let's try that and see what it returns. Clear and run our code. And it returned The Godfather and The Devil's Advocate. That's correct. Al Pacino is in these two movies. Notice that it's as simple as that, just adding the name of the actor. Instead of one, we are adding two and making them a list instead of a string. Let's take that one step further. How about storing also the movie year? What we can do is the value here is a list. It can take entries one by one, but we also need the movie year. There are two ways to do that, and I will talk about both of them. Instead of a list here, I could change that into a dictionary. My dictionary has keys and values. So the first one will be year, and I will add the movie year. This is 1972. And inside my dictionary, my second dictionary, I will also add the list of actors. Actors. The list of actors will be this exact list. Notice that I have a dictionary. Inside it, I have another dictionary. And inside the dictionary, one key has a list as its value. Let's see if we can do that for all other movies. All I have to do is copy this. Let's put it here. Let's copy it quickly. And just put the right syntax in here. Now I have it the way I want it. Let's try to print that. Let's print the movie and its year to make it step by step. For movie in movies and data, movie and data in movies item. Print movie and print data. Let's try that and see what Python returns. Run our code, and Python returned, as instructed, the movie name in the first line, and in the second line, it returned, where's my code? The Godfather, here we go, The Godfather, and in the second line, it returned the data in the second dictionary. Notice that the value of each movie, the key is the movie name, the value is a dictionary, and Python returned that quickly and accurately. The movie name followed by the data. The data is a dictionary. If the data is a dictionary, I can access it the way I access dictionaries. Data has a year key. So data year will just print the movie name followed by the year of the movie. Let's run that and see how that goes. Print, and here we go. The Godfather 72, Fight Club 72. We didn't change the years. Let's change the years to make it something more workable. 1999. This is 1999. 2010. 95. 1995. And the last one is also 1995. Now let's put this on one line so we can see the movie and the year at the same line. Year. And let's run our code now. And notice that we accessed, for each dictionary, we accessed the year, the movie name, and the year. Let's remove that. Clear and run again. And there we go. The Godfather 72, Fight Club 99, The Matrix 1990, 99, 10, and 95, and 95. Now that's one way of doing it. How about axing the actors? Notice that I already have my for loop, and I want also to print the actors. For each movie, one per line. I could do that very easily. For. Now let's see what is actually print, before we print it. Print data and what we have here, actors. Actors. Let's run that. Clear. And here we are printing the movie name, the movie year, and followed by list of actors. Actors is a list. Now let's see that in a different way. My movie equals movies, The Godfather. Print my movie. I know I'm going for details in that, but I would like this to stick because we will use many of these in the next tutorials. Let's print that and see how that looks like. Now, my movie looks like it has a dictionary, its year, and actors. A dictionary that has 2 keys and 2 values, one for each key. Now, actors is a list. Now, how to access the list? We access it by, if my movie is dictionary, and I can access one value by its key, actors. Let's print that and see what actors return. Clear. And actors, oh, I typed actor instead of actors. That's not a problem. Run it again. And it returned Al Pacino and James Caan. Let's create another variable actually, my or actors equal my movie. The actors have the actors. If I printed the actors, it will return a list of the actors. We print that and it will return the exact same result. How do we access values in lists? By their brackets and 0, let's say, the first item in my list. Now notice that this is a list and I want to access an index as we saw in the first example. All I have to do is put this here. Now I need to print only the name of the first actor in the first movie. I want to get to this value here. How do I do that? Just take these two and put them here. The Godfather, actors, and 0. Let's print that. Print. And that's a 3-dimensional data type that is a mixture of list and a dictionary. And let's print that, and here we are accessing this in the 3rd dimension of our dictionary. There is nothing wrong with adding this also as a dictionary if you want, but list makes sense here because it's much easier. This is easy. Now let's see how we can loop that to find specific things. For movie, let's go with name. Let's make it movie and data in movies dot items. We have the movie name, we have the data. Let's say we want to find movie year to find. We need to find all the movies in a specific year, 1999. The data contains the name of the actors in the list and it contains the year. If data year equals year to find, print movie. As simple as that. This will print the name of any movies in 1999. Let's try that. Clear. Run our code, and it printed Fight Club and The Matrix as expected. Now we can change that to 95, and it will just return the movies where it is 95. If we change it to 2010, it will also just return one movie as expected. That's one thing. The other thing, let's see how about actor to find, as we did in the first example. Actor to find. Now actor here, the year is not a list. The year is just a number. The list of actors is a list. Let's see how we can loop that. For actor in data actors if actor equals actor to find, just to print the movie name. Notice that it's another level because it's a list and we loop it and we find our data. The actor to find, let's go with Brad Pitt. And let's print that and see what it prints. And we run our code and Fight Club and 7 starring Brad Pitt. Now I hope that this is clear enough. I will take another example to change this a little bit to see it in a different way. Notice that in our movies, let me do something first. Let me show you something, how to think of it as easier. Think of this as a tree. You have here movies, The Godfather. Arrange this as a tree. Notice that here is the first value. It's a dictionary. I arranged it as a dictionary. Notice it will make things much easier for you to work with. And do this. Look at the arrangement. It makes it look like a tree. Movies, The Godfather, underneath it, if you want the year, you have it. So movies, Godfather, year, will access it. If you want an actor, movies, Godfather, actors, and the index of the actor you want to find. For the space, we need to keep it a little bit constrained. I prefer to have the text as big as possible because this is a beginner tutorial. In other tutorials, we might lower the text size because they will be much more condensed and they have much more printing. Now, let's arrange our movies in a different way. Here we use a dictionary and inside it a dictionary, inside the second dictionary a list. Let's do that in a different way where this will be a list and the list doesn't have keys, it has just values. The first value will be the name, the year, and the second value will be a list of the actors. Notice that in a list, the first value is a year, the second value is another list inside the list. That's also as simple as it gets. Let me just fix that quickly to make it as clear as possible. We need to change this to all that. Probably when I do something like this, I should pause the video, but I'm trying to get you used to how it works because this is actually how we do it when we work with things like that. So it is a quick process. These are very short lists and it's not worth pausing the video now. And here we are, one last value, and let's change that. Now let's see the arrangement quickly and see how that goes. Arrange it the other way as I said in the other example. Use that there, and use that here, and use that here, and you have your tree again. You have movies, The Godfather at index 0, it's a list. You have at index 0 the year, and at index 1 you have another list. Let me try to access these to see how we can interact with them and explain it in the same way as the other value. Now, my movie equals The Godfather's movies, The Godfather. Or let's take one else. Let's take something like The Matrix. The Matrix. Print my movie, and that will print my movie, and let's see what the result is. My movie is a list where the first value is the year, the second value is another list. Now that's simple enough. Here you can say year equals my movie and 0. Actors, let's see what we have here. We have actors at index 1 of our list. Let's see how we can type that. Actors equals my movie and 1. Let's print year and actor, print year and print actors. Let's see how that looks like, and let's print, oh, that's enough actually for now. We don't want to oversimplify it. 99, Keanu Reeves and Hugo Weaving. How do we access list values? This is the actors. We access list values by their indices. Actors is the list. How do we access it? Is by the index. Keanu Reeves is at index 0. Now, let's get to the year for now. And all you have to do is to go here, take these and put them here. Now let's print, and this will print Keanu Reeves to our screen, and we will just explain it a bit further here. The movie, it has a list, and the list at index 1 you have the actors, and inside actors at index 0 you have Al Pacino, and in this case it's Keanu Reeves for this movie. How do we loop that? For movie, or let's call it movie, and data in movies items. Now the movie name is the movie name and the data is a list. For what do I need to do? Let's try to print just the movie and its year. Print movie, and I have the year at index 0 if of data 0. This will print each movie with its year, and let's run that, and it printed The Godfather 72, Fight Clubs 99, and etc. etc. Now how about the actors? Let's print the actors after that. Print data 1, and that will print the list of actors in each movie after the movie name and year. How to loop that to find specific actor? Actor to find equals, let's go with Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves, and let's see how we can access that. We need to print only movies starring Keanu Reeves. For actor in data 1 if actor equals actor to find print the movie name movie, and let's print that, and here we have the matrix and the devil's advocate. You can nest as many dictionaries and as many values as you wish. There is no restriction on that. You will be restricted only with your computer memory, and you can work with it that way. The best way to work with it is to look at your stuff in a very simplified way. You go like movies. I want to access specific movie. You just write the name of the movie. After that, which index of the list you want to access, it's index 1, and after that which index inside that list you want to access, and it's index 1 also, and you print that, and it should return I didn't print that, print, and this should print the name of the actor at index 1 in the movie The Matrix, Hugo Weaving. I hope this is clear enough. You need to practice these, create some dictionaries, create some lists, nest them inside each other, go more levels than that, and try to get your head or to get your thinking to see how you can actually interact with them. It will become something like natural to think of them that way after some time. If you have any questions, post a comment and I will try to answer it as soon as possible. Meanwhile, keep practicing and see how that goes for you. If you like my videos, support the channel by subscribing. Until next time, have a great time.